Next we will come to the second property, that is optical properties. First one, in optical properties there are two types. First one is color and second one is the Tyndall effect. So this color and then Tyndall effect both are depend by the scattering of light by colloidal particles. That is the main reason for these two effects, color and then Tyndall effect. Scattering of light by the colloidal particles. That is the main reason to exhibit the colloidal solutions for color as well as the Tyndall effect. So what we can discuss about the color. So what is the color? The color of the particle, the color of the colloidal particle, it depends on the size of the particle, size and shape of the particle, size and shape. So the color will be depends both on the size and shape of the particles. As the size increases, the wavelength or the scattered light wavelength will be decreased. The light scattered wavelength will be decreased. So as the large size particles scatters small wavelength, as large size particles scatter the small wavelength containing light. As the size of the particle decreases, that means small sized particles scatter, small sized particles can scatter the more wavelength containing light. So size is inversely proportional to the lambda. Size is inversely proportional to lambda. That means the wavelength of the light which is scattered by the colloidal particles. So that is the main reason for the color exhibition in the colloidal solutions. So we can say by example, that is, we will take an example, best example, that is finest gold sol. Finest gold sol. In finest gold sol, first of all, its color is red in color, whereas the number of particles are less, so the particle size is also less. It exhibits red in color. As the particle number goes on increasing, the color will also becomes intense and intense. So the red color will slowly comes into the blue color, and then again as the particle size increases and the number of particles increases, it will go to the purple color, and finally it will goes to the golden color. So that is about the size of the particles as well as the number of particles will conclude the color of the colloidal solution. So finest gold sol will be, at first it is red in color. As the size and number of particles increases, it will turns gradually to blue and then purple color, and then finally it will convert into the gold color. So that is the best example of the finest gold sol. And second example is the mixture of milk and water. A mixture of milk and water. It seems to be, first of all, it seems to be red in color, and whereas the particles are increasing, it seems to be blue in color. So these colors will depend on the receiver's receiving wavelength. That means receivers means who observed these particles. So observers receiving wavelength. It depends on the observers receiving wavelength also. That means the milk and water, as the observers receiving wavelength differs, first of all it colors into the red color and then it into the blue color. When it appears red color and when it appears in blue color. When the observers receives the wavelength, it is wavelength of light by reflection. The wavelength of light by reflection, it appears in the red color. When the observer receives the wavelength of the light by transmission, it exhibits in the blue color. So the milk and water, mixture will be in two colors depending on the observer's receiving wavelength of light. When the light is light from reflection, it appears in red color. When the light is from the transmission, it appears in the blue color. So that is about the color of the Tyndall effect. And one more factor, that is size and color depends on the size and then shape. We have discussed already here the only of the size. When when the shape of the particle is spherical, it exhibits red in color. When the shape of the particle it is in disc-like shape, it exhibits blue in color. So the color will depends on the size and shape of the colloidal particle and the observer's receiving wavelength. So that is about the color factor. And second important one, that is Tyndall effect. Second one is the Tyndall effect. What is Tyndall effect? We are already known that light is scattering. That means light scatters means when a source of light emits light in all directions, the light rays pass in the all directions as a straight way. So when this light is passed through a lens, for easiest sake we will take only two rays, light rays. If they are passing through a colloidal solution, these light rays are passing through a colloidal solution. So here the colloidal particle, it scatters the light in all directions. The colloidal particle will scatters the light in all directions. When it scatters the light in all directions, it can be able to see, the particle can be able to see the path, and the path of the light beam will also able to see for our naked eye. This path of light beam is a luminous light beam. Luminous means ప్రకాశవంతమైన, అది ప్రయాణం చేసేటువంటి మార్గము ఒక ప్రకాశవంతమైనటువంటి మార్గంగా బ్రైట్ గా కనపడుతుంది. సో ఇట్ ఈస్ ఏ బ్రైట్ లూమినస్ బీమ్. సో దిస్ బ్రైట్ లూమినస్ బీమ్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ ద Tyndall cone. It is called as the Tyndall cone. So the Tyndall effect can be described by the scattering of light. When light rays are passed through a colloidal solution, the colloidal particles will scatter the light in all directions. So we can able to see the luminous beam of light path. By the scattered light of the colloidal particles. That effect is called as the Tyndall effect. So the examples for the Tyndall effect. What are the main examples of Tyndall effect? We can see the Tyndall effect in picture of a cinema hall. The light from the projector, it will be like a cone. When it comes to the screen, it will be like a cone. So here the dust particles are the colloidal particles which are distributed in air. They are the colloidal particles. They will scatter the light emitting from the source. So next one is in general we will see the windows. Windows are slightly opened. Windows are slightly opened in a dark room. So windows are slightly opened in a dark room. We will be able to see the path of a light ray by scattering of light by the colloidal particles, which are that means the dust particles which are present in the air. So that is the examples for the scattering of light or Tyndall effect. One more best example is the sky and sea. Both will be appear as blue in color This blue color is also effect of the Tyndall effect, that is the scattering of light. So these are the main examples for the scattering of light. And next important one is the conditions of Tyndall effect. What are the main conditions to obtain a Tyndall effect? First one is the diameter of dispersed phase is not much smaller than the wavelength of the light used. So the diameter of the dispersed phase particles is not much smaller than the wavelength of the light used. And wavelength of light కంటే కూడా ఈ పార్టికల్ సైజ్ ఎలా ఉండాలి, బాగా చిన్నదిగా ఉండకూడదు. అంటే ట్రూ సొల్యూషన్స్ పార్టికల్ సైజ్ ఈస్ వెరీ వెరీ స్మాల్ వెన్ కంపేర్డ్ టు ద wavelength of the light. So they don't show the Tyndall effect. So next one is the refractive indices of dispersed phase and dispersion medium differ greatly in magnitude. So the refractive indices will also be great difference in between the dispersed phase and then the dispersion medium. So these two are the main conditions to exhibit a Tyndall effect by the colloidal solution. And next one is the Tyndall effect is also used to distinguish the true solution and a colloidal solution. So Tyndall effect, main use of Tyndall effect is the differentiate between a true solution and a colloidal solution, because the colloidal solutions will exhibit the Tyndall effect by scattering of light by the colloidal particles, whereas the true solution, because it's their smallest size, they won't scatter the light in all directions, so that they won't show the Tyndall effect. The next property, that is third one, is the mechanical property. So what is a mechanical property? Due to kinetic energy, the property of the colloidal solutions can be exhibited due to kinetic energy. Due to kinetic energy, colloidal particles move randomly in a zigzag motion. Randomly means they are irregularly moving in a zigzag motion. It is called as the Brownian movement. So the Brownian movement, it can be, first of all, it is determined by the Robert Brown. So this movement of particles is called as the Brownian movement. He has done an experiment with the pollen grain. Done an experiment with pollen grain. When pollen grain is kept under water, they will move randomly in all directions. That is called as the Brownian movement. So here we can able to see the movement of a particle. So this particle, it is first here, then it in all these irregular pattern, they are moving in a irregular pattern. So the motion and the viscosity depend on the size of the particles. So motion means free movement and the viscosity both will depend on the size of the particles. When the size increases, the momentum and viscosity will also, momentum decreases, viscosity increases. As the size of the particle decreases, momentum increases, viscosity decreases. So that is about the mechanical properties of the colloidal particles. The main mechanical property is the Brownian movement. It is very very important for the 2 marks as well as the 4 marks question also.